What's up, guys? JP back at you once again, bringing you guys day number 7 in my 12th annual 31 Days of Horror, a series in which we watch and review 31 horror films in 31 days, all during the month of October, leading right up to Halloween. And continuing along with day number 7, we have Saw 3 from the year 2006. Now, let me just start off by saying spoilers if you haven't seen the Saw films, because it's kind of almost impossible to talk about these films without spoiling the previous entries, at least somewhat. So I normally try to keep it spoiler-free, but it's a bit hard with these. Second, I have like the worst time remembering names. Especially because there's so many characters in these films that I'm sure I'm going to mess those up. But this film, directed by Darren Lynn Bousman, who also directed Saw 2 and Saw 3 and 4. And did he do Spiral 2? I can't remember. But so Saw 3 picks up where sort of Saw 2 left off. We have Detective Matthews, who is trapped in a Saw room, and, in actually the first room from Saw 1 with his ankle also chained up, and we kind of cut from there, and then we're introduced to the other part of the story. There's a lot that goes on in Saw 3. We're kind of following a couple different people. So we're following Amanda Young and Jigsaw as she's helping him. He's pretty much like on death's door with the cancer at this point. And they get a woman who I don't remember the name of, who's a really good doctor, who seems to be having some marital problems and is sort of slipping in her doctorness. So she's not as good at being a doctor as she once was. But they basically capture her and put this pretty gnarly shotgun collar around her neck, which is pretty cool. And essentially tell her, hey, save Jigsaw or you die. And then we're also introduced to Detective Hoffman, who is sort of in a minor role but becomes more of a player later on. And then there's the guy from Saw 2, one of the SWAT guys. He's in this movie, and then the chick that was in Saw 2 and 1, I think she was in 1 as well, another detective, she's in this, and she gets set up in a trap right away, which is like this pretty cool rib trap that has these, surgically implanted things under the ribs, and there's a key and some acid that she has to dip into to unlock the thing before her ribs get torn out. Pretty cool, gnarly kill. There's one with also another early one that has like a bunch of chains, and they're attached to all this dude's flesh and his jaw as well. And he has to rip them out before this timer and a bomb goes off. And then so while that's going on with the traps and everything, and then you have the Amanda and the doctor and Jigsaw, there's also another character who we're following whose son died. And the guy who hit his son or killed his son got off, so he's being like sort of tormented with his demons by he's in a trap as well, like a big long trap, and he has to run into the people that were responsible in some way or another in causing that guy to pretty much go free on like a technicality type thing, like the judge and I forget who else, but and you have a feeling that leading up to the end, he's going to come in contact with the guy who actually killed his son, and he has to make decisions to save them or not. And then all of that stuff comes together in the end in a pretty satisfying way. Also, you have this, there's so much going on in this one. There's the Amanda character who seems to be setting traps that are unwinnable, which is probably a big no-no to Jigsaw. You know, the key one with the acid, like, she won the trap, but she still died. And then the one with the dude and the rings around, the rings through his flesh and stuff, the door was welded on that one. Even though I'm not sure if he, like, that trap seemed like you would probably die if you pulled that one out of his jaw. Um, but that's basically the story, man. But I gotta say, dude, Saw 3 is one of the best in the series. I would put it right up there with Part 1. It is just, first of all, it's shot super well. There's a ton going on. And everything is intertwined and connected. And by the end of the movie, it just all fits so perfectly to me. And there's not, like, a lot of times with the Saw movies, they get so convoluted in the end that it's, like, hard to even follow. But this one is just so perfectly woven story wise. And if you like Saw movies, this is like this is everything that all the Saws like went for, and like just done perfectly. The traps are good. The emotion is good. The actual story with the son and the dead son and the doctor, with the marriage problems and stuff, and the relationship between Jigsaw and Amanda is really well done, because you get the sense that Amanda is like a daughter to Jigsaw, but she's sort of not doing. He's basically testing her too, but she doesn't really know that. It's just all so well done, and I remember really liking it the last time I watched it, and I even rated it high. But it holds up, man. Like, this movie is like the perfect Saw movie in a way, and I was super invested in it, and it just cruises by. So much happens in the movie that it just flies by, and it's super easy to watch. And there's some, like I said, some cool traps. There's the one at the end too, with the twisting, the like the contraption that's like twisting all the limbs and stuff like that and breaking the bones. That one's pretty gnarly as well. But yeah, that is Saw 3. I think it's phenomenal, really. I give it a 9 out of 10. Honestly, yeah, I was going to say 9.5, but we'll stick with 9 for now. But it is really good. It's up there. So, with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time with another one. Peace out.